President Yoon Suk-yeol, who was elected president in May 2022 this year, made a statement that raised everyone's eyebrows when he visited a nuclear power plant a month after he began his term. He said the bureaucratic mind that values safety must be abandoned. And, less than 5 months after his remarks, the world witnessed the horrors of a disaster when the safety-conscious mind was abandoned through the Itaewon Halloween disaster, where 158 victims were killed in a deadly crowd surge. Is, without a doubt, a man-made calamity caused by the incompetent and complacent attitude by President Yoon's government. These young people, who were someone's precious sons, daughters, sisters, brothers and friends, returned to their beloved family as cold corpses who had gone just to make happy Halloween memories. They lost their lives in the middle of Seoul, where there had never been an accident until Yoon's government came to power by ignoring safety measures that had been taken so far. This video shows the police controlling the crowd in Itaewon last year. Many police officers installed police lines in various places and made one-way roads to induce safe passage of people. The police officers strictly controlled the crowd. However, in 2022, it was revealed that there were no safety measures or crowd control. Many people at the scene testified that the police were nowhere to be found. Instead, 700 police officers are sent every day for the president and his wife to commute to work, and even on the day of the disaster, there was a police task force in the empty presidential office. Even after such a calamity that resulted in losses of many lives, the Yoon's government has consistently evaded their responsibilities. No one apologized, not the mayor of Seoul, the district chief, the national police agency, and even the president. Instead, they made excuses which made people all the more angry. Eventually, when it became known that people had made more than hundreds rescue requests through the transcript of police station, criticism poured in, and they reluctantly apologized after the 4th day of the accident.
That's a government responsibility to start and end in South Korea, especially in times like this where government described the situation to be nobody's fault.
Many foreign media are reporting the truth that this disaster could have been avoided if only proper measures were taken. Immediately after the disaster, very strange orders from the government were issued. The Yoon government made the mortuary tablets to be removed from all the memorial altars. They even banned ribbons with the words mourning on them. It is the first time in Korean funeral history that a ribbon without the word mourning has been worn. Yoon's government have not disclosed the names of the victims. President Yoon paid visit to mourning altar for victims every day for 6 days. There have been no president who visited the incense place every day. President Yoon and his wife paid condolences in a grotesque appearance as if charcoal was painted on their foreheads. Charcoal was used in shamanism to prevent evil things or ghosts from coming. A few decades ago, when a baby was born in Korea, charcoal, red pepper, and pine trees were hung in front of the house to prevent unclean items from entering. Seeing the president and his wife seem to believe in these superstitions, the people began to pay attention to one person. He is called Chon Gong, who has appeared on various TV shows and boasted that he was the spiritual mentor of President Yoon and his wife. He is said to have at least 17 criminal convictions and was abandoned at an orphanage when he was 4 years old, and dropped out in the 2nd grade of elementary school. It is told that he still can't read properly. He claims that he sold bread to demons and became enlightened through his experience of being dead and resurrected 70 times during 17 years of training.
묻는 겁니다.
어떤 분이 이 유튜브가
예.
재밌는 것들이 있다. 그래서
어떤 분이랑 부인입니까?
아니 우리 부인에게 얘기해 준 분이 있어요.
아니 정법을 만나셨죠?
만난 적 있습니다.
예, 몇 번 만나셨습니까?
뭐 한 몇 번 뭐 좀 오래 됐습니다.
부인하고
네.
같이 만나셨습니까?
그렇습니다.
박근혜 정부를 구속 수사를 해가 이걸 세게 수사할 거냐 말 거냐 이것도 이 사람이 조언을 했습니까? 지금 대통령이 되겠다고 출마하시는데 이런 황당한 사람이 이런 헛소리를 하면 그러면 명예훼손으로 고발해야 되는 거 아닙니까?
그걸 재미로도 볼 수 있는 거지. 그게 제 의사결정.
아니 직접 만나셨으니까 하는 말이죠.
아니 만날 수도 있는 거 아닙니까?
Mr. Yoon strongly protested when his competitor made disparaging remarks about Chon Gong, and even advised him to listen to his YouTube lectures. And a disciple of Chon Gong for 7 years testified that President Yoon talked with him 2 to 3 times a week before becoming Prosecutor General and that his advice deeply influenced his decision. The shaman, who appeared on a YouTube broadcast, answered the MC's question about his relationship with President Yoon and his wife, Kim Gun-hee. He acknowledged their relationship with them and he said that people should know about it. He said that their relationship started when Mrs. Kim Gun-hee watched the YouTube videos for 3 or 4 years that he had uploaded, contacted him first.
그러니까 김건희 여사가 그 개인적인 질문을 좀 많이 던지나요? 아니면 남편에 대한 질문을 많이 던지나요?
이 나라에 대한 거라든지 저 남편이 뭐를 하고 있는데
그때만 해도 검찰총장 시절일 텐데 대꿈의 꿈은
통장되기 전이죠.
전.
근데 그 우리 대통령이 하야하고 전국이 어지러울 때 그런 중요 정책을
박근혜 전 대통령
거예요.
시절이군요.
그렇죠.
예.
아니 그 마치고 나서. 그렇게 근데 뭐 이렇게 그 검찰이 이제 무슨 이제 뭔가 나라를 많이 하기 시작할 때 그때 중앙지검으로 오셨던가 봐요. 그러니까 그때 처리할 게 굉장히 힘드니까. 그래서 이걸 바르게 처리하는 법칙 같은 것들을 같이 공부도 좀 나누고 이런 걸 한 거죠.
During the presidential debate, which may be the most important moment in his life, Yoon Suk-yeol appeared with the palm of his hand writing the Chinese word for king 3 times. When he was asked why he came out with the word king written on his palm, he replied that the grandmother living next door wrote it every time. There are many claims that the president and his wife, who followed this man, put charcoal on them to drive out ghosts. There are also growing speculations that the reason for the omission of the mortuary tablet at the incense place was to prevent the souls of the deceased from visiting. As everything this person says is becoming a reality, rumors circulate that the most powerful power in Korea is Chan Gong and the First Lady, Mrs. Kim. After the disaster in which 158 people lost their lives, he made a startling remark that this disaster presented a great opportunity for Korea.
좋은 기회는 자꾸 줍니다. 우리 아이들은 희생을 해도 이래 큰 질량으로 희생을 해야지 세계가 우리를 돌아보게 돼 있어요. 이런 일이 지금 꾸며진다라는 거죠.